Good morning. Welcome to your Tuesday morning, early morning intuitive guidance. I'm Dr. Bonnie Nussbaum, America's kick-ass coach and psychologist, here with some words of wisdom for our day. And it was windy out there today, blew me apart. 50 degrees, so it wasn't too bad temperature-wise, but holy windy. So if you want to feel the breeze, step outside. Our card deck today is the Wild Offerings deck by Tosha Silver. And the artwork on there is from Katie Daisy. And the one we have today has a beautiful butterfly on it. So, a couple of nice deep breaths. Just settling into right here, right now. Wiggling your shoulders a little bit, getting comfortable. Welcome to whomever just popped on. Glad you are here. We'll see if I get my wave, my Cindy wave. So, our card for today is Independence. Beautiful butterfly. Good morning, Mary. Glad you are here. We have Independence today. And as usual, I'm going to put my own spin on some of this. Welcome to whomever else has popped on. Glad you're here. Welcome, welcome. Deb is here. Good morning. Thank you for the sunshine. The moon is beautiful again this morning. So if you haven't taken a peek at it, stick your neck out and take a gander at it. It's really pretty. So here's our card, Independence. So just kind of closing your eyes if you're not driving, settling in, opening up your heart space to receive the information, listening with the intuitive part of yourself that knows exactly what part of this message is for you today. Independence. The more you learn to feed yourself on the inside and care for your inner child, the more freestanding you become. Help me feed and love this inner child, dear Lord. So, let's talk about that. This is not talking about the I must be fiercely independent and never ask anyone for help. That's not what it's talking about, okay? What it's talking about is when we take good care of ourselves within, when we meet our needs within, then truly we are independent, but we are also more available to be interdependent. And that to me, good morning, Cindy, welcome, welcome. Interdependence to me is what human beings are all about. Human beings are herd animals. We are not meant to go it alone. However, in the United States, we have greatly romanticized and overvalued independence, whatever that is, right? And so I can't remember where I read this or heard this, but the energy of that really took off many years ago. I mean, it's always been kind of that way, but the number one person prolific-wise in terms of making movies, John Wayne. You want a more pusher of independence? I can't think of anybody. I was watching a clip the other day. It just popped up on Facebook, I think, and it was John Wayne talking to this kid. And this kid said, John Wayne asked why he wasn't in the river swimming with the other kids. And the kid said, I don't know how to swim. And John Wayne said, well, how old are you? And he goes, 6. He picks him up and throws him in the water. And I'm like, yeah, that kind of approach really has outlived its usefulness. So, back to the point. Interdependence. The more independently we take care of ourselves. That doesn't mean, again, not asking for help or whatever, but it means not relying on others to meet our soul needs. We're meant to do that. We're capable of doing that. Then whatever other people are offering to us in the forms of friendship, relationship, etc., gets to be the icing on the cake, the gravy on the mashed potatoes, instead of the cake itself or the potatoes itself. Because when we try to put someone else in the position of taking care of those fundamental things for us, when we're not doing our job for us, we're at that person's whim. We have no control over how they choose to provide for us. And we tend to be controlling then. The more we're having to rely on someone else to fill in fundamental building blocks for us, the more controlling we get because we're trying to get what we have to have but we're trying to get it from the wrong source. Again, we are fully capable. Remember, you're capable of far more than you think you are. We are fully capable of meeting our own soul needs in that regard. So let's just close our eyes for a minute. Again, not if you're driving. Close your eyes and a couple of nice deep breaths. And I want you to just go into your heart space. Tune into your heart and soul. And just notice the level of fulfillment there. How fulfilled are you on a heart and soul level? And not to judge it, but just observing it. And if you find that, good morning, Deb, that your heart and soul level is a little bit short on fulfillment, I want you to breathe that open. Breathe open into fulfillment. You have the capacity. You have the tools. You have everything you need to fulfill your own needs on a heart and soul level. So I want you to just breathe. Breathing is one of the ways that you meet those needs. Opening up to receiving on the breath the divine energy from Spirit. Drawing that into your body with every inhale. Directing it right to your heart and soul. Feeling that area swell and fill with that divine light energy. Breathing yourself full. We also fill our heart and soul energy. Good morning, Carolyn. Welcome. Good morning, Holly. You almost snuck past. We also fill our heart and soul energy when we take the time to meditate. When we take the time to contemplate. When we sit and stare out the window, watching the birds. When we walk in nature. When we spend time with someone we love, just hanging out. Don't have to be doing anything. When we go for a drive on a beautiful day. All of those things fill our heart and soul energy. How have you been doing on taking care of that? Yesterday, I took a time out in the middle of an incredibly busy day to drive out to my brother's house, and TJ and I walked around the house and walked around the storage units that are next door. It was a beautiful day. Breeze was blowing, sun was shining. And we just had a nice time. He was moving out too. When it's cooler, he seems to do better. But taking the time to do that was important to do. Today also, it's supposed to be 73 here, which is going to be lovely. I need to take some time. Go for a walk, do something outside just to be in the energy of the day. So again, our card is independence, but the gist of it as I'm saying it, and I'll read it again, the gist of it as I'm saying it is when we independently, when we take responsibility for meeting our heart and soul needs, using all those tools I just named, and whatever other tools you use, journaling, whatever, okay, dance, singing, whatever other tools you use to meet that need, then we're available for interdependence. Then we're available for the coming and going. Yep, this is Tosha Silver's deck. You're right. The Wild Offerings deck. Yep. Then we're available for what comes our way. When we've taken good care of ourselves, we have the ability to be present with others, to enjoy others, all right? To be engaged with others. When we're depleted, we can't fully engage, right? Okay, so I'm going to read the card again. Independence. The more you learn to feed yourself on the inside and care for your inner child, the more freestanding you become. Help me feed and love this inner child, dear Lord. And as you're freestanding, again, Janine, good morning. That doesn't mean that you aren't connected to others. Hopefully you're more connected to others because you've taken good care of your own needs. All right? So your mission today is I want you to spend some time in your heart space periodically over the course of the day, checking in with how am I doing on meeting my own needs? How am I doing on loving my tender heart? How am I doing on feeding my soul with the energy from the divine? How am I doing on that? Oops, I may need to take a little minute right here and do this, right? And as that fills up, you become more available in relationships and friendships. Good morning, Beth. We're just done, but I'll post it again and you can watch it again. Maybe watch it over and over, you guys, because this is something that most of us tend to drop the ball on a little bit. We get so wound up in working, we cease to take good care of ourselves. That's why I think it's so important that we build up a routine. For me, it's a morning routine. My meditation, my breathing, my journaling, my cacao time, all that stuff that gets me right with myself before I go and inflict myself on others. All right, so have an awesome day. Breathe in that divine loving energy. Fill up your heart and soul space and go forth and be present in the world. See you again tomorrow. Bye.